How old are you? When did you go to Twinkle, and who were your teachers?
I'm 18 years old now. I was in the same class with Harry and Gun over there. So I went to Twinkle from 6th grade all the way to maybe like 8th grade, right before I left for the States. So after Twinkle, I went to the States. I went to a boarding school in Massachusetts. I just graduated a couple months ago, so I'm headed to college. And the Miguel teacher over here was my teacher. Andrew taught maybe like a class or two of Sapiens, right?
Yeah.
That was pretty much it. We covered some very interesting books like Guns, Germs, and Steel, one of my all-time favorites. Why Nations Fail, Collapse, The Next 100 Years, and a couple more good books. Yeah.
That's awesome. How about you tell us a little bit about what you're getting into? I was retelling the story, but perhaps you can give it a better go around. Can you tell us about the situation at your school when they had no more computer science program classes to teach?
So it wasn't mostly me, it was my friends who ended our CS curriculum on their sophomore year just because...
I'm sorry, you said CS?
A computer science
Okay, thank you.
curriculum. My friends had like a lot of experience. My friend Tyler started coding when he was 8 years old or something through Minecraft. And
Yes.
so by the time he was
Shout
in
out
high school,
Minecraft.
he already had like 8 years of coding experience. So he jumped right into the advanced CS course where they dealt with data structures and algorithms, and then they were done with the curriculum basically. So
They had completed every single course in CS.
computers.
No, that's fine. No, I love it. I love jargon. It's one of my. Anyway, yes.
By their sophomore years, so they were like, we want to be CS majors, so we need to study CS more, right? So we wanted another class where we would call it project management and development. So we went asking for resources to the tech department, the dean's office. So what we came up with is we're going to build either a website or an app for our school because just because we are a boarding school, we have so many responsibilities, including classes, clubs, chapel, school meeting, athletics, and a couple more. And the information was scattered all over the place. We had Canvas, Gmail, Google Docs, spreadsheet. So it was kind of a mess for students to hunt for the information they need because they wouldn't want an absence, right? So what we decided to do was build an app, a schedule app that would have all your information based on your credentials so that if you do the sign in with Google with your St. Mark's, our school's email account, then with the token you would see your personalized schedule, and then our app expanded into more than schedules. So we had lunch menus, we had clubs, pages, we had sports going on, and then there's basically like some sort of a tag game going on at the end of the year.
Ooh, you gotta explain that because that's like very important. Yeah.
So there's a thing called the 009 in our school. It's a tradition, I guess. It's towards the end of the year, and what we do is about 300 kids participate, including faculty members, which makes it better. So you're assigned someone you have to chase, and then you tag them with a sticker, and then there's someone chasing after you, but you don't know who that person is. So it's just like.
And how much does everyone care about it?
It's like the school was absolutely wild. We had to make special rules because 2 years ago some kid was jumping off the balcony just to. So it's super serious. And about 300 kids participate. So we decided to host that, and the reason we decided to do that was we wanted to get users into our app because we realized that once we created the app, we didn't get enough users.
Around how many users? How disappointing was it? And how did you guys feel?
It was just us and our friends that we shoved it down their throat to download the app. So that was 30, 40 kids. So we told the monitors we were going to host the game, and that was only 2 weeks before the game was about to start. So we had 2 weeks to build a whole functionality, put it on our server, create the front end for both Android and iOS, set up the back end, new database structures, and a lot of some debugging and stuff.
Magic.
And how did you guys do that?
Well, it was after college applications, and most of us were seniors. We were all like genuinely passionate about the computer science course, so we like spent a couple all-nighters. Our school allows to do sleepovers at different dorms. So on Saturday nights, so what we did was we did sleepovers, and then in the sleepover, while everybody else were watching movies, playing FIFA, we were coding in my room. So we ended up.
What made you do that instead of have fun?
Well, that was something we took responsibility for. First of all, we told the monitors that we are going to host the game, and the monitors were counting on us. So if we didn't, if we could have just been like, "Oops, sorry, we didn't make it," but then our reputation would, just nobody would use the app. Like that was for sure, and we wanted to make sure that everybody. I mean, at least a lot of people download the app and use it before we graduated because I want to see the.
You
results.
wanted to see that too, right?
Yes,
It was
yes.
also internal.
Right. We spent a lot of time, like a year to like more than like an average advanced course. So I wanted to see people use the app and benefit from it, so that even when we graduate, underclassmen would want to join the class and continue what we've been doing. So that was kind of a really big thing for us, and we ended up having a school meeting announcement with a QR code that leads to instructions and download, and ended up hosting the game.
How do you think that whole experience affected you?
I think that experience has taught me, first of all, what it is to be in like some sort of similar to professional development environment, which is an experience I would say extremely valuable for me who is considering to be a software engineer in the future. And it's an experience I don't think any other high school would offer. So I would say I was very lucky to meet those passionate friends, and it has taught me about like dedication, responsibility, what being genuinely passionate about something means with friends. So it's not just like myself studying about something I'm very passionate about.
Do you think you're gonna, you guys are gonna remember each other forever because of it?
Yeah. So after we graduated, I realized not everybody keeps in contact, right? But those CS nerds I still talk to. So